Shishupal was a major character in the Mahabharata. He was the incarnation of Jaya, Lord Vishnu's attendant. He was the son of King Damaghosha of Chedi and was the cousin of Krishna. But he disliked him a lot. Shishupala was also called Sunita, and he was a friend of Kansa and Jarasandha. His parents were Damaghosha and Shrutasravya. He also had Dasagriva, Ramya, Bali, and Kasudhyasa as his brothers. Jaya and Vijaya, who were the gatekeepers of Vaikunta, had once refused to let the four Kumaras enter Vaikunta. The Kumaras got angry and cursed Jaya and Vijaya that they would be born on earth 3 times each as an enemy of Vishnu. In the end, they would be slain by one of Vishnu's incarnation. Jaya's third birth was as Shishupala. Shishupala's birth is still a mystery. He was born with 3 eyes and 4 arms. When he was born, his parents wanted to disown him and throw him away. But a voice from heaven said that the child's extra arms and extra eyes shall vanish when a certain person puts the child on his lap, and he will die by the hands of that same person. Shrutasharva didn't like Shishupala's deformity. She took Shishupala to many rishis and kings and made young Shishupala to sit on their laps. But none of them were the one that would get rid of her son's deformity. Once Krishna came to Chedi to visit his aunt Shrutasharva. He put the baby Shishupala on his lap. Instantly Shishupala's 2 extra arms and his extra eyes disappeared. Shrutasharva was watching and she was horrified. According to the divine voice, that meant Krishna would be the one who would kill Shishupala eventually. So she started begging Krishna to forgive him and spare his life. And she requested and said, "Forgive him 100 times before you kill him, O Krishna, please." For this, Krishna agreed, but then said that his 101 mistake would be an inclination of his death. He then left Chedi and went back to Vrindavan. Shishupala's father soon died, and he became the king of Chedi. A great dislike towards Krishna formed in Shishupala's mind. It increased when Shishupala got to know that Krishna had killed his friend Kansa. He made a friendship and alliance with Jarasandha, the powerful king of Magadha. He also made all sorts of plans against Krishna, every opportunity he got to attack him. Once, while Krishna was at Pratyagjosha to kill Narakasura, Shishupala went with a huge army and burned Dwaraka. He also attacked the king of Bhoja, who was an ally of Krishna. Shishupala even kidnapped the princess of Visala, that is Bhadra, who was going to marry the king of Karusha. At the kingdom of Vidarbha, it was time for Rukmini, the princess, to get married. Her brother Rukmi was a friend of Shishupala, so he convinced his father Bhishmaka to get Rukmini married to Shishupala. When Rukmini heard that she was getting married to Shishupala, she was horrified. She had wanted to marry Krishna. She sent a Brahmin that she trusted named Sunanda to Krishna with a message. The message said that Krishna should kidnap her during the marriage. Krishna got the message and immediately set out to the capital of Vidarbha. Meanwhile, Jarasandha knew that Krishna was going to try to disrupt the marriage. He sent a division of soldiers with Shishupala as he went to Vidarbha. During the marriage ceremony, Rukmini went to the Indrani temple. As she stepped out, she saw Krishna approaching on a chariot. Krishna swept Rukmini into the chariot. Shishupala noticed them and sent Jarasandhar's forces after them. Balrama kept Jarasandhar's army at bay. Rukmi chased after Krishna's chariot and caught up. After a duel, Krishna was about to kill Rukmi when Rukmini begged Krishna not to kill her brother. Krishna spared him but cut off his hair. Shishupala soon married another princess and had 4 sons: Drishtaketu, Satyaketu, Sarabha and Suketu. He had also had a daughter named Karenumati, who was wedded with Nakula. When Yudhishthira decided to perform the Rajasuya Yagna, he sent Bhishma to subjugate Chedi. Shishupala let Bhima take over his kingdom and gave Bhima loads of tribute. Bhima stayed at Chedi for many days before continuing on his earnest military campaign. Yudhishthira invited Shishupala to his Rajasuya Yagna. After the Yagna rituals were over, Yudhishthira called Krishna to partake in the offerings from the Yajna. As per Bhishma's advice, he was giving them the offerings as a respect. At this, Shishupala was infuriated that he was honoring Krishna, who was nothing but a cowherd and who claimed to be a supreme king. Bhima seethed with anger at this comment and rushed to kill Shishupala. But Krishna held him back. Shishupala kept on calling Krishna names and insulted him. Krishna listened silently. Everyone in the kingdom, in the court, and Bhima questioned him that why would Krishna listen to this person, the man who abducted Amba when she wanted to marry someone else, Shishupala said in fury. Shishupala kept insulting Krishna and Bhishma. Over the years, Krishna had been counting how many times Shishupala insulted him, and this had been the 100th time. Krishna evoked his Sudarshana Chakra and attacked Shishupala. Shishupala's head was instantly cut off.